Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Last time, we returned to Dresden, our capital, our home, the head of the crusade, and found it overrun. Galfrey, in their bid for glory, had abandoned the city, taking the Sword of Valor, the banner that prevents demonic teleportation, with her. So she went to the heart, and we found out she went to the heart of the world wound, leaving Dresden largely defenseless. So, unfortunately, much of what we have built is lost. And, well, we had to basically reconquer Dresden, forcing out the demons. And in doing so, we brought forth an interesting conflict where Noctula, the demon lord who we dealt with in the Abyss, was also came along with Iomede, the goddess herself, arrived. Basically, both of them contending to reveal that the cost of closing the world wound eventually will be our death. But it was also revealed by Aurilu Vorlesh that she is another potential candidate to sacrifice for this. So, with her own mystery still incompletely solved, we were forced to ask. We could renounce the power that was given to us, step away, give up that power, and push and use it, or continue to use it. It will slowly kill us, or unless we close the world wound. Well, obviously, as you can tell from the little fluttering around me, we chose to keep the power. Even though it came from a demonic source, how we've been choosing to use it, and we will continue to choose to use it, is completely different. As such, because also, you have to remember, giving up the power would mean giving up access to little Ivu here, who has grown quite large through our power. On one claw, dragon scales look amazing to hide. Look too amazing to hide. On the other claw, if I wore clothes like humans do, I'd be able to wear the stripy vest and have a big, puffy sleeves. There's something I want to tell you about early sunset. Nah, boring. He's always been a little boring, but I thought he was your friend, so I didn't mind so much. All devils are boring. He's the first devil I've ever seen, but I just know they're all boring and impossible to listen to. You've grown again. I'm pretty too, aren't I? And I'm big enough to carry you now. My dragon friends back in Elysium are going to be so jealous. Yeah. And Anivia, who's been a companion this entire journey, who stayed behind in belief that we would eventually emerge from the abyss. Hey. Not much to say for her now. But Dresden is ours once again. We've got some shopping to do, but more than anything, let's head down into the streets. See who's come back, who we've recovered, and how our companions are doing, now that we've made it through basically hell and back.
I know what to do.
Plus, we've got the shopping and selling to do. Captain O'Don. Oh, Captain O'Don gives you a polite nod. Cap, what can I do for you, Captain? Oh. He's kept with us. And yes, now that our power is fully manifested, Yeah, expect to see flowers and life blooming everywhere. For good and ill, that is. For good or ill, that is what our power is manifested as. Life, vibrancy, and the chaos. Well, War Chief, where to next? Alright. Admittedly, there are plenty of places that need our help, and plenty of places that we need to get to. But for now, let's take a breath, catch up, and deal with some internal stuff before we head out. The blind elf whispers something under his breath. Hearing your return, he says slowly, "Greetings, Riflem Sorjin. Have you brought me a new story?" Nocticula spoke well of you. She says hello. The old elf's face is blank as a porcelain mask. Her favor flatters me, and the memories of the times when I was younger warm my heart, but also fill me with other, darker feelings. Such a shame. It's sad to remember how foolish and self-satisfied I was back then, how much I enjoyed the fear and respect of the spawn of the abyss surrounding me, and how completely I belonged to the Lady in Shadow, who charmed me the moment we met. In those days, I was different. Of course, Nocticula is quite a woman. Capable, powerful, and determined. It's easy to see why anyone would fall for her. But, at the same breath, we're home. Show me what you can get. Yeah, it's more of the same. A lot of his stuff is his stuff hasn't changed really. Plus ones, plus twos, yeah. Some scrolls, a couple of stabs. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's all. Ooh, no, he did get some new plus. Okay, down at the bottom. +4. Okay, so he now has Master Fencer's Sword. That's a dueling sword. No, not a rapier. Damn. Orc's Double Axe, Sai, Electric Rose, Greater Electric Shock. Okay. Armor. Haramaki of the Divine Guidance. Okay. Panther's Grace. Plus stealth skill as well. Yeah. Um, Belt of Incredible Dexterity. Acrobat's Footwear. Oh! Okay, Unceasing Slaughter. Bracers of Balance. But yeah, like to stand out without provoking an attack of opportunity. That's huge. Okay. Well, let's sell all the bulk first. We'll start with that. Then, let's see. Annihilator, +3 Bardish. Yeah. The plus ones can go. And the +3, yeah. Crushing Burden, that's a +5, so yeah. Dreadful Onslaught, +5. Glaive. Heavy Crossbow. Hope Crusher. King Kukri. Keen Long Spears. Lethal Conductor, that's a +5. Life Deliverer, +4. That's fine. All these can go. Okay, Speed Scimitar, Ruthless Assault. +3 Scimitars. Thank you, Multi-Armed Demons, for having so many. Speed Corrosive Short Spear. I actually want to keep that. Unholy, Vibrant Dissolver. Okay. Spellbreaker. Yeah. +5. Armor of Vigilance Sprouts. Beacon of Courage. That's named breastplates are Sonic Resistance. +1s can go. Eternal Ballad. Alright. That is a +5 armor, so. Okay, and then we're into rings. The +1s can go and the +2s can go. We'll keep the belts for now. Yeah. +2s can go. Okay. Mighty Fist. Armor. Okay. Menace of Death. Cloaks of Resistance. Bracers +5. Eldritch Scholar. Okay. Okay. Alright, so that picks us up 190. So yeah. Alright.
No mistakes.
Thanks, Woljif. And Wilson Grams. Quartermaster Garm welcomes you with a happy smile. What an unexpected surprise. The commander herself came back from the abyss to lend us a hand. The soldier looks ready to squeeze you in a bear hug like a long-lost prodigal daughter. Wilson produces a small figurine out of his pocket. You were gone for a long time, but we never gave up hope on our commander. Look at this knick-knack we made. One of the soldiers was good with a knife and carved it from a block of wood, and then another, a wizard, enchanted it. We let it travel from one pair of hands to another every night, and each soldier that held it prayed for your soul, no matter which god they believed in. The priests say their prayers have been heard, and this little trinket is now holy. You did come back, so please take it. This is a gift from us all. Thank you, Wilser. No, thank you for accepting my gift. Well, let's take a look. What did they... Commander statue. There it is. Not affected by spell resistance. One charge a day. A small wooden figure made in your image. This gift was presented to you by Quartermaster Wilson Garms on behalf of the soldiers Dresden. Each of whom prayed over the figure, hoping for your success, slightly reduces abyssal corruption. You never know. It may come in handy.
Focus on the goal.
Show me what you got in stock. You get any updated stock, my friend? I don't think so, but we'll take a look. Nah, looking... +2s. Yeah, they'd probably be down towards the bottom if they did. Yeah, no. No, nothing. Oh, no, wait. He did get some. Okay, they're down here at the bottom. So, let's see. Javelin +5. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Sawtooth Sabers. These are exotic weapons, though, so. Simple crossbow, +5 bleed. Heavy crossbow. Javelin. Yep, +5 javelin. A Radiant Elder Flaming Light Mace. Yep. Wow, that is pretty nice. Fire and positive damage. The Disemboweler. It's okay. One-handed Falcata. +5 vicious cell. Okay. Hammer of Ruin. Whenever the wielder is +5 vicious, Warhammer confirms a critical hit. The enemy loses all of its DR if it had any for 1 minute. Wow. For those curious, that's 10 rounds. Just a really good scimitar, mace. Okay. Yeah, no, so he did pick up some new stuff. Oh, yeah. For the times I actually bothered to use Darren's For the times I bother to use Darren's. Oh, Disc of Unbalance, a buckler. This +5 buckler grants its wearer a +2 circumstance bonus on attack rolls against enemies under movement impairing conditions. Interesting. +5 tower shield. Dark breastplate. Wow. Padded armor of greater acid and sonic resistance. I mean, it's just good. Yeah, no. Okay, so we did pick up some new stuff there. Bracers of rough landing. Anything particularly? Boots of the Battle Herald. White leather tooled with scenes of epic battles. The wearer is under a constant effect of heroism greater. Oof. That is... Yeah, because that is just like heroism, except +4. Yep. Yeah, that's just really damn good. Gorgon belt. +4 the strength and the ability to ignore difficult terrain, just flat. Furthermore, once a day on command, the wearer can spew 50-foot cone of poisonous green gas as a weapon. Okay. Any creature caught in the area of the gas can attempt a fortitude saving throw to resist the effect, but if the creature fails the saving throw, it's paralyzed for 1d4 rounds. The DC of these is 3 plus... Yeah, 18 plus the con. Not bad. Blood Rager belt. Heavy paws. So yeah, not bad. The Battle Herald I'm definitely taking. Those boots are disgustingly good. And exotic weapons. No one has an exotic weapon proficiency, or rather I didn't use them. Alright. Oh yeah, no, they could. And it's just another basic breath attack for Ivu, but yeah, I just want to take a quick look through some of the merchants here. Oh, okay. Jewelry trader. Oh gods, what do you have? Enlivening friendship. This +5 competence on persuasion. Okay. Bracers of armor, mighty fist, charisma. 30 diamonds. Phylactery of negative and positive channeling. Just, yeah. Ooh, they finally picked up rings of protect. Okay, goggles of pure sight. Oh, what? Okay, those are disgustingly good. These goggles allow the wearer to take 20 on their next dispel magic attempt once per day. They also grant +1 to caster level checks to overcome spell resistance. Thank you. Increase the save DC of spells. That's fantastic, because, yeah. Yeah, most of this is just stuff I sold them. Rings of protection +4 and 5. Agile fists up to... Agile fist +4. Mighty fist +5. There it is. Yep. The greater kinetic diadem. Yep, that's mine. So yeah, I did just spend 143,000, but I finally have the greater kinetic diadem. So it doesn't do too much different. I go from 16 to 76 damage. To 17 to 82. So I can hit some pretty high heights. Oh, right, because I have heroism on me right now casted, so... But that's fine. Sigil of Destruction, so my kinetic blasts have the greater... Yeah. Ring of Protection +5, just so I'm harder to hit. And Natural Armor +5, and then Flowing Half Plate, which basically gives me evasion. Spell Pen. like been using this for the +10 on perception. I'm a little tempted because of the +1 to spell penetration, but I'm pretty good, so we'll leave that be. Plus, you want to give it to somebody who has dispelling, and I can't do that. Alright. Oh yeah, I do. I haven't rested yet. We'll take care of that later. Arcane Weaver. Alright, what new did you get? Dividing Power. Cloaks, Lesser Gloves of Dueling, Robe of Order, Living Flame. Okay. Yeah, lots of stuff we sold. I don't think you have. No. Alright. Savage Unity. Anything else? Then just scrolls. Okay. Okay.
Focus on the goal.
Alright. Dareb. So, now here's a question. What do you all think of telling Darren about Inquisitor Leoder and the fact that he has a trap planned to draw the other out? Do we allow Darren to continue? Why not? Let's see what he says if we say it. Alright. So if we try to say it, we notice that they're listening, and that it's going to go poorly if we try to complete that sentence. Sniffing the air and then twitching his ears in response to something nearby, Krennic whispers, "Shh, can you hear them rustling? I've acquired some new neighbors recently, a pack of rats. Do you know anything about rat extermination? If you do, I could use your advice." Well, I'll do what I can. Long story short, a pack of local rats has declared war on me. First, they just stole my supplies, so I drove them away some poison and rat traps. Then those cunning rascals started terrorizing me, chewing through my beautiful new boots. That made me really angry. Krennic's voice goes harder, rougher. So I tamed a few guard lizards. Kobolds used them instead of cats. And I made myself an army. Then I declared my own righteous raticidal crusade. Now I'm wondering where the rat's next move will be. The kobold hisses aggressively, his yellow teeth flashing in a predatory grin. Just imagine you're the Rat Queen. Let's call you home. Let's keep it simple. Let's call you Rat Scotty. And one horrible day, a horrible stranger invades your domain. An invincible kobold, a ratricidal crusader with a whole army of guard lizards at his command. What would you do? Krennic releases a bloodthirsty hiss. His veneer of civility peels away instantly. The creature standing before you is now a hungry and vicious beast. So, he's saying, in the role of Descari, in the role of our enemies, what do you do? There's a horrible monster that has been coming to invade you, and they've been largely invincible. A whole army at guard and a whole army at their side. What do you do? Would you just pick up and leave? No. You'd lose face and nobody would ever respect you ever again, and your power would just vanish. It's the same as writing your own death sentence. No demon would do this. Stealthily terrorize you until you decide to look for a new home. That's what they've been doing. Or challenge us to a battle and deal with us personally. That's dangerous. We might actually win, and Descari wouldn't dare put themselves at risk. Stealthily terrorize you until you decide to look for a new home. The kobold shakes its bears into predatory, and that's where you would fail. Because while you were busy being stealthy, I'd be hunting you relentlessly. Every day I'd search for traces of the rats, looking for their lair. Then as soon as I found it, I'd go there and kill the Rat King myself. Critic seems taller suddenly, and anger rumbles in his voice. Those who dare to insult you must be punished personally. Otherwise, where's the pleasure in being powerful? No, no one has known the exultation of wielding semi-divine powers will turn down the chance to feel the joy of retribution against one's greatest enemy. Critic grins maliciously, and then he sweeps his palm before his face, seemingly wiping away the ominous expression and restoring his usual calm and slightly sarcastic manner. Oh, it seems I got the little carried away. Perhaps I need a rest. You must be thinking to yourself now, Krennic, how stupid you are. Why do you keep pestering me with your idiotic questions? Start being useful already. Fine, I'll start being useful now. A piece of paper covered with Sarkorian symbols appears in the kobold's hands. It's come to my knowledge that in the city of Iz there's an ancient temple with a library full of valuable scrolls. The demons have probably already destroyed most of them, but the priests have a hiding place marked with these two symbols. Check it out if you have the time. I'll try and find that hiding spot. Do that. You might get lucky. Quite a scout, our little Krennic. Knows exactly where he needs to be and what needs to be done. And Camellia. Nope, she's alright. Alright. So, we've been there. We need to go to our court, but we'll get there eventually. We want to make sure check out our city and make sure everyone's been doing alright down here. Ember, Sociel, One-Eyed Devil. I'm surprised Lady Konomi is here. I figured she'd have left with the queen. Huh. Well, there's an interesting conversation to have. Alright. And if you see an option I never pick, it's because at the end of the day, generally speaking, that's the option to send a party member away if you don't want them around. And I won't, typically I won't do that. Claim holds a scorched, mud-stained scroll, which he examines through a magnifying glass as he jots down notes. When he sees you, he puts the scroll away. Hail, Knight Commander. How'd things go in Dresden in my absence? Outstanding! We've never gone so deep into the world wound, but the sheer volume of invaluable knowledge we gathered. Claim catches himself. But from a military standpoint, it was difficult, of course. The offensive came at a high cost, Commander. Alright. And Arushale. Alright. So she's still doing fine. Anything interesting brought in? 196 scrolls of Ray's dead. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, she got resupplied. Did she get anything? Oh, she did get some stuff. Because I sold her Blocker, Honorable Judgment, but Burned Ashwood. Huh. Any other +5s maybe down towards the bottom? Yeah. Okay. The Elder Greater Shock Staff Quarterstaff. Okay. Cabriri Cultist. Yeah, armors. If we have anything. Nope. Rings. Okay. Looks like some headbands. Cape of Pest Control. Wow, DR5 against swarms. Bookworms. Specialist belt. Arachnid goggles. Ooh. Gaining all-around vision and cannot be flanked. War Kilt of Sarene. Big game gloves, half of the pair. That's what I've been looking for. Ring of Pyromania. Battle Mage's headband. Yeah. Don't think anything else too much. Ring of Sacred Touch. Clemency of Shadow. Actually, Ring of Touch. Any touch spell does heals and it's more like nobody specializes in it initially. Might be more the thing. White Winged Cloak can now. The damage code can now be. Okay, if this cloak is worn as a character with no levels. Right. We made that earlier. Materials and the alchemist kits, and then just scrolls. Okay. So yeah, we definitely pick up the other half of the pair. Because Cowrin has the other half. So when Reflem and Cowrin are together, next to each other, they get a +2 circumstance bonus on all attack rolls and AC. So, and can't be flanked. You know what? Why not? Arachnid goggles. Yeah.
Ready for anything.
Yep. Alright. So she can't be flanked anymore. Alright. And yeah. So she has the athletics to charge. Okay. One of several things we're going to have to take care of. Because we did also gain a mythic level. So let's take care of that too now that we've done a bit of shopping. Let's see. Yeah, because there's no one else we have to buy from, right? No. That's the barracks. Oh, actually, let's go talk to Lan real quick. Because, of course, how many of the mongrels are left here? Are there any? No. They're gone. That's another thing we're going to have to deal with is we need to go back to Canabras and try and save the mongrels from Savalamek. So much to do, so many people to save. The world's on the brink of ruin, and it looks like it's our job to pull it back. But we're hardly alone in this endeavor. We have plenty of allies, friends, and trusted souls who will help us out. Alright. Ember. Alright. And, of course, Socio. Let's see. And the Wardstone remains. We'll do our best to free those angels. End the world wound, and so we can free the angels inside. One-eyed devil. Actually, you've got something as well. Let's see. Anything new? Nope. But, as ever, apprentice and expert lockpicks. And there we go. All
No
right.
mistakes.
Back to the inn. All right. How's the half measure looking? Yeah, looking back to normal. How different indeed. We don't know. And I'm not going to look it up or learn until I do a playthrough where that might be more relevant. I'm patient for that. Yeah, no, that's for Bo. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't. Well, look, see if he got anything. I did see something hugely expensive. 50,000 for Bane of Flesh. It's two. Nope. Eye Gouger throwing axe. Okay. Strength, corrosive, burst, enhancement +5. Damn. Armor wise, nothing. Any special items? Nope. And then lots of foods. You know what? Clear out his foods. It's going to be a long campaign. I like having not to worry about my food situation. And we have all of his recipes already. Okay. Alright.
I know what to do.
Alright. And back here, of course, in the back of the inn. Hey, Greybor. Alright. Greybor's pretty satisfied. Let's go. And nothing to worry about with him. He's perfectly content to work for us. So now, folks, now comes the long part. Everyone's got to level up. We'll start with the person who I actually have to... So her mythic rank. Okay. So yeah, Destiny Beyond Birth. Ooh. So I could take off the -2 she gets for being an elf. Destructive Shockwave. Wait, who am I on?
I am prepared.
I'm pretty sure I was on Calrin. Yeah, her mythic rank up. Okay. I already have Destructive Shockwave, though. Can you take it multiple times? Huh. Maybe you can use it more? Alright. Extra feats. Extra mythic ability. Flawless attacks. Improved critical mythic. Gods. Increasing a multiplier to ×5. That is tempting. A ×5 multiplier. Power attack mythic. School mastery. Sorceress reflex. Mythic toughness. Oh, right, I have thundering blows. So destructive shockwave. Oh god, that is terrifying. Yeah, we're gonna go with destructive shockwave. Oh, I forgot. She has thundering blows, not destructive shockwave. My bad. Yeah, no, we'll definitely go with that because that's too funny.
Time's not waiting.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Ah. The sword and shield, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Camellia picks up enduring spells. So now all her plus armor spells actually get strong. Actually now last all day, which is huge. Arushale picks up flawless attacks.
I need to concentrate. Becoming the distracted leads to becoming.
Darren picks up more picks up mythic spell penetration. Greybore improved critical on dwarven war axes. Alright, so I will need to look. Okay. Which is actually a good. Okay. Right. Oh yeah, destructive shockwave definitely shows its real work with the dual wielding. But that basically means Kalrin is always doing damage. Oh, jewelry artisan, actually. I believe anything new from the golem? Nope. Okay.
No mistakes.
Okay. So actually, let's head to the exotic merchant. Because you know what I'm thinking is, let's make sure if they've got any +5, Yeah, I skipped over the exotic weapons merchant, but... Actually, okay, we'll hit up Lady Konomi here, who I'm surprised is still here. Huh. Alright. Yeah, let's check. See if we can... Because if we can get him dual-wielding +5 Dwarven War Axes, he actually does even more damage. So, let's see. Well, problem is that's only a +2. Okay. And organized by type. Price in descending order. Okay. Kama, Nunchaku, Dwarven Urgosh. Yep, here we go. +5. And Torog's Wrath. At the very least, I can take this. Okay.
Ready for anything.
Because that's actually really huge for him. So, Greybore. Alright, Rusty Dawn or Crushing Cold. Alright. So, 24. So if we give him the Dwarven Morax. Yep. So that's +29. Then let's say Rusty Dawn. Oh. Oh, Dwarven. Oh, Dwarven Urgosh is a two-handed. My bad. Oh, okay. Hand axe and okay. Didn't realize the Urgosh is
Time's not
different.
waiting.
Okay. My bad. Alright. So no, I need a Dwarven War Axe. Yeah, and the only one they've got is either the Cold Iron or the +2. Hmm. Oh well. Yeah, Urgoshes are a different type of weapon. Okay. My bad.
Focus on me.
Okay. Anyway. So next up, I've got Sela, who needs to both mythic rank up. Great fortitude.
I am prepared.
Yeah. That's one of the things is I'm going to be looking to redo our spell books. Because we're moving in, and she gets improved Vital Strike, yeah.
No mistakes.
Yeah. Sela's loves to do her big... One of the big things with Sela is she loves to do heavy single attacks. And improve critical with a longbow
I know what to do.
for Lan. That is a short bow, actually. Ah. Is Arushla using the longbow? Nope, those are all short bows. Yeah. Alright, so we need to get Lan a longbow. Iron Will.
Time's not waiting.
Alright. Woljif. Mythic rank for
Focus
improved
on
crit
me.
dagger. Alright. Sickening critical.
I am prepared.
Yeah, but he just took a mythic rank in specifically using a longbow. It's not as if there's no chance we won't find a really good longbow. It's just one of those things of if I had one on me at the moment.
Ready for anything.
Alright. And just letting the auto level go.
I
Spell
know what to do.
mythic spell specialization and illusions, of course. Nenio, Meta Magic Quicken.
Time's not waiting.
Alright. Ulbrig. Improved Claw. Yep. Ulbrig. Raking Claws. Ah, he now causes enemies to bleed. Nice.
Focus on the goal.
No, you'd think... No, it's just the way that the auto level is defaults to. Land defaults with a longbow. Is his default weapon of choice. Superior summoning. I gotta remember that. Yeah, the biggest thing with Social is actually
No
summoning.
mistakes.
Alright. So, actually, who's got the Boots of Freedom? Is it Calrin? No, because she's got the Charge Boots. Camellia's Spirit Trackers. Okay, Boots of Free Reign are... Okay. Because what I'm going to plan to do then, since Social has... It specializes in summoning. I'm going to take off one of these Holy Waters. Okay.
Time's not waiting.
And gonna have him... I'm gonna give Social an item I was carrying earlier, but he can make just as good use of the Brazen Whip. While active, all creatures summoned by the wearer gain an extra attack per round. However, the wearer is under a slow spell. And actually, the Book of Dreams. I'm actually gonna, because then he can summon one more. So yeah. So yeah, we're gonna specialize Sociel as a summoner. Well, we'll take a look at his character sheet, because that's one of the things we're going to be taking a look at is everyone's sheets. And now that we're level 17, on the auto specifically, you can really tell where each person is being built towards. Like, for me, obviously, I'm a tank, so I have spell penetration, so my spells go through. Then weapon finesse, so kinetic blast keeps hitting. I shouldn't have taken Piranha Strike, but I'm not going to redo my entire build for just that. Yeah. Basically, I'm looking to be a wall, and I have enough support that it helps out. So yeah. I'm basically looking to hit with my magic as much as possible. Then there's... yeah. So that's my build. Now let's look at... same with Kaurin. Kaurin is is physical damage. She's a fighter, so she has all that. Hammer the Gap, Weapon Focus Scythe, Improved Critical Scythe, Mythic Armor Focus Avoidance, Focus Strike, Cleave, Destructive, Toughness. Yeah, she's just looking to be up and we're both looking to be up at close, side to side, fighting. So, like I said, I'm the shield, she's the sword. So that's us. Camellia. Skill Focus Trickery. Weapon Proficiency Rapier. Yeah. What we're looking at is medium armor. She's proficient. Weapon Focus Rapier. Weapon Finesse. Weapon Specialization Rapier. Rapier. Basically, what we're looking for is she is looking for everything to buff. And if you look on her mythic abilities, because that's the other thing. Bypass that. Yeah. So Weapon Finesse Mythic, Weapon Focus Mythic, Enduring Spells. She's looking to be your buffer.
Focus on the...
So, with that in mind, let's look back at her spell book and see what we can do. Because end of the day, I haven't been using her to her maximum. That much is very true. But, yeah. She has also hit level 9 spells, so things are about to get really good for her. So, let's see. Because now we know transmutation and buffing are her strong points. So let's see, is there anything in level by level? Not yet. I believe she's currently working with a +3? Yeah, +3 speed one, though. So she gets an extra attack. So she's hitting pretty fast. Unfortunately, it doesn't stack with haste, but it's still, no matter what, she's getting an extra attack. Okay. So now, Camellia. We're looking for buffs. Magic Weapon is nice, but at the same time, she doesn't need to use this because we have the access to the better version. So, well, yeah, rather, let's start at the top. Shape Change. This one is expensive on the aspect that it actually has a material component. This spell allows you to take the form of a wide variety of creatures. The spell can function as beast shape, elemental body, and dragonkind, depending on what form you take. You can change form once each round as a free action. This change takes place immediately before your regular action or immediately after it, but not during the action. So, for 10 minutes, so for 17 minutes, so 170 minutes, so, you know, the length of a movie, she can keep shifting forms if she wants to. Winds of Vengeance. You surround yourself with a buffeting shroud of supernatural tornado force winds. With these winds grant you a fly speed of 60 feet with perfect maneuverability. Neither your armor nor your load deflect this fly speed. The winds shield you from any other wind effects, and you form a shield of breathable air around you, allowing you to fly and breathe underwater or in outer space. You have total concealment against earth ranged attacks. Gases. Yep. So yeah. And they have to make a fort save or take 5d8 damage and be knocked prone. On a failed save, huge creatures are checked and larger, smaller creatures are blown away instead of knocked prone. But again, remember that she is buff. She is a buff spell. Heal mass would definitely be nice. Okay. Transmutation. That's a bit too cruel with a party like this. So, for her sake, for the way she would go, one transmutation, and honestly, Winds of Vengeance. Just a huge, just a huge fuck you, yeah. Yeah, so Elemental Swarm would be interesting, Divination. You are never flat-footed. In addition, the spell gives you a general idea of action. Plus, okay. That's definitely nice. But I think the Winds of Vengeance is more her style. Okay, I'll do 2 mass heals. You're right, 2 mass heals. Okay. Here, she gets frightful aspect. Cure, create greater undead. Horrid wilting. Problem is it hits everyone and Sunburst. You know what? Okay. 3 storm bolts because those only hit around her, and she's going to be in the front because she wants a rapier focus. So, I just as soon go against their because Fortitude only gives a partial effect resistance to storm bolts. So that's 17d8 damage, and they're stunned for 1 round. That's pretty damn good damage, and it only targets enemies. Then the other thing we would take is Cure Critical Wounds Mass. Alright. Sunbeam. Okay, this is where we get... Harm is nice, but... Legendary Proportions. Oh, God. Okay. Ice Body. Ooh. Like, Ice Body would definitely be a... Yeah, no, I could definitely see her using that. And... Okay, like 2 Ice Bodies, 2 Creeping Dooms, because those come in handy. Used by 3 rounds, each creature in the beam is blinded permanently and takes 46 damage. Problem is it hits everyone. And yeah. Right, and this one only hits enemies. Yeah, honestly, yeah, and then she gets the Firestorm, then Firestorm, Ice Body, and then just regular heals. Alright, yeah, Bull's Strength Mass. 1 minute, 1 minute. Then Banishment. We haven't even used Primal Regression. Uh, with what we come into, well, knowing she has Stone to Flesh is good enough. Let's go Greater Dispel Magic. True Seeing Communal definitely comes in handy, but we only need like one casting of that. Then, honestly, I think though she doesn't have the best Greater Dispel Magic kit is just too useful. Alright. From here. Okay. Yeah, and then her heals, Cure Light Wounds Mass. Okay, Righteous Might. Let's see. Mass Inflict Light Wounds, Flame Strike. Tidal Surge. Target within long range. Create an all-rushing surge of water that hits him. Yep. Yeah, 10 for every 2 caster levels. In addition, taking damage. Knock prone, magical effects, fire descriptor. Okay. Baleful Polymorph. You know what? Like, she's more than vindictive enough to use Baleful Polymorph. And that's just a curse and it works on touch. Break enchantments. And... Dominate person. I could definitely see that. Let's see. Storm Body, which has come in handy. Restoration we keep. Cure critical wounds, and then 3 magic weapons. Are we to the point where, yeah, honestly, I'd rather have the extra greater magical weapon. Because right now we basically turn any weapon into a +4. So being able to cast that on pretty much the whole party and then restoration is pretty much all I could really ask for. Magic Vestment. Yeah. Because Resist Energy Communal is definitely... If we know it's coming and we forgot about it, that's still really nice. So honestly, I kind of want to just give her more magical vestments. Like, enough for, like, most of the whole party. Like, that's just useful. So... yeah. And then the extra serious and the resist energy if we find ourselves in a sudden need for it. Okay. Cure moderate wounds. Yeah, because this is mostly, yeah, the protection from communal, and then the moderates just to patch up with bull. I just keep bull strength because we have it. Okay. All right. Unbreakable. Honestly, I'm tempted to just leave her at just solid unbreakable. Solid unbreakable heart, because it comes in handy, and if somebody fails a will save, it's a nice emergency button. Alright, I'd say that's good. So that's Camellia, I think. Basically looking to be a buffer, dispel, and support, but is frontline focused, and if she needs some buff or, enemies hitting weak points, we can do like Ice Body, Storm Bolts so that everyone takes damage. Obviously, Winds of Vengeance is amazing because basically, if she's up front and enemies attack her, there's a half a chance they're just going to knock themselves on their ass. So yeah, Camellia being our frontliner, yeah, definitely agree with that. Arushale. I mean, we only really need, no aspect of the Falcon. Yeah, that's all good. Her spells are fine. Darren is a spontaneous caster, so it doesn't really matter. Greyborn. Nope. Sela, Lan. Okay. Let's get into Woljif. And his... How many more spells can we teach you? Power... Okay. He can't possibly cast it. Like, that is Nenio. His power word kill goes to her. We'll start with that. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Nenio's spellbook, because we know it's all illusions, and yes, she has hit rank 9. So, Shades. Shadow Conjuration, except it mimics conjuration spells of 8th level or lower. The illusory conjurations created deal 4/5, 80% of damage to non-believers, non-damaging effects, and are 80% likely to work against... Yep. Yeah, 29 spell penetration. Alright. Depends on the character. Like, if it's a heavy fighter who's in, like, a lot of heavy armor is kind of slow, abso-fucking-lutely. It depends on the character, but if it's somebody fast like a rogue, it can be nice, but it's not necessary. I love this. I can make a 10th level spell. What do you mean there's only 9 levels? Okay. But yeah, Shades. Okay, so we'll take 4 Shades and 3 power word kills. Where Nenio is a guaranteed fuck you dead. And yeah, lots of her illusions. Problem is with this playthrough, I'm not that focused on Nenio, so my party is pretty much set for this. Alright. The other person who's spellbook, Sociel. Just to show. Mythic Channeling, then here he took Enduring Spells, Abundant Casting, Toughest, Mythic Channeling, and then as far as his character for... There's the extra channels, heavy armor. Then he has spell focus, conjuration, and enchantment. And greater spell focus, conjuration, and then has a lot of augment and superior summoning.
Time's not
So Social is actually one of your biggest summoners in the default build. So, knowing that, his spellbook, let's see. Domain, summon monster. Yep. Yeah, no, summon monster. By the way, implosion. This is a divine spell. Each round, including immediately upon casting the spell, you can cause one creature to collapse in on itself, inflicting 10 points of damage per caster level. Choosing a new target for this spell is a move action. You can target a particular creature only once with each casting of the spell. Implosion has no effect on creatures with no material body. You basically crunch them down and cause them to implode on themselves. It's really nasty. And that's a divine spell. Alright. So, oh, level 8. We've been doing his aura. Holy aura. But let's go summon elder elementals. Because as nice as monsters can be, so Axiomites, Soul Eaters, these are nice. Elementals have a long list of fuck you abilities. So having an Elder one on command, pretty nice. Yeah. Holy Word. So yeah. Here we'll some... Honestly, again, elementals. We'll pick up some extra summon monsters. Basically, yeah, because I haven't really used him. Let's see. Basic restorations. Prayers and summon monster 3. And summon monsters 2 and 1. Okay.
I know what to do.
Alright. So anyone else's spellbook? Let's see. Oh boy. And then there's my spells. Oi.
I am prepared.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready for anything.
Speaking of, okay. Looking at my hotbar, how flooded is it? Okay, so level 1, got all my blasts. Whirlwind, Determined, Resolute, Bit of Fun, Increase my armor, Magic Nullification, Kinetic Healer, Resurrection, Burst, Celerity. Then I have my choice of either Synaptic or Pushing, Elemental Overflows, Entangling Infusion. My songs... Okay, because Deadly Beauty is a spell, Friendly Hug is a spell, Joy of Life is one of my spells. Okay. So any other songs I have? Song of Courageous Defender. Alright. Heroic Resolve I have. Broken Chains. Defiance. Oh yeah. Unfortunately I have to do it manually here. But it's not that bad. Of Defiance. Yeah, Broken Chains and Defiance. Starts a performance that grants all allies within 50 feet DR 5 lawful and regeneration 5 lawful. Alright, I think that's all my songs. Yeah, that's all my songs. Okay, I still have the tankard. Lesser Kineticist Rod. Alright. So we can move them over. And Astral Devas. Nope, Azada Gales and Astral Devas. Okay. So we just got the highest level, and end of the day, you might as well stick with the highest level one you got. It uses the same charge, it's not like I get one or the other. Okay. So then from there, now my spells start in. So actually, we'll move the... Okay. So these are... Yeah. Can get rid of that, get rid of that. Elemental overflows. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna give that... I gave that to Socio, because if I'm gonna use him, he's gonna be summoning, and that just gets ridiculous. It's just an extra summon, but hell, if his specialty is summoning and he has augment summoning, his summons are on par, if not better than mine. Ability... I have the ability to summon Treants. Don't I still, or did I use that all up? Yeah, I used it all up. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Unbreakable Spirit, spells, these are all my 3s. Yeah, these are all my level 1s. Yep. So it's just going to be... Okay, that's my level 1. 2s, 3... Okay. I really should just clear this down to the spells I'm actually going to use. Oh, good grief, it's gotten... Yeah, here, I'm just going to clear this all out to the spells I'm actually going to use, because as an Azada, you get so many abilities and spells. It's hard to remember what all you can do, but you can do work. Okay. So let's just cut it down to the spells I'm honestly going to use. The purpose of a hotbar. Okay, so these are all my kineticist abilities and frontline skills, my supporting the frontline skills, and now my songs and my summons. So then from here, what spells am I honestly going to ever cast? Unbreakable Heart, yes. Maybe. Maybe they don't. I'm not telling. Command, no. Challenge Evil I could definitely see using. Okay, so Challenge Evil to say, fuck you, you're mine. Then Voice of Renewal heals and does damage. Yes. So Voice of Renewal, definitely. Rejuvenating Potion removes fatigue and exhaustion. Yes, that's obviously way too useful. Spell Resistance Piercing. Yes, thank you. I gotta remember to use that, because that does go for 10 minutes. Hold Animal. Hideous Laughter. Field of Flowers. Yeah, no, not really. Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Nah. Rainbow Dome. Gain immunity to damage. Yes, that's actually really useful. Okay, so Rainbow Dome. Rage. We're too much of a spellcast. I've got too many good spells and abilities. Rage isn't that useful anymore. Optimistic Smile. Spell removes fear, confusion. Yeah. Yeah, Optimistic Smile. Nature's Grasp, nah. Litany of Eloquence. Instant enemy, definitely. Hold Person, Good Hope. Yeah, because well, actually, I have Greater Good Hope, so no. I want the better version if I'm going to cast it. Believe in Yourself. Waterfall. That deals 1 legend preferred caster levels. Yeah. Definitely see using Waterfall. Freedom of Movement, Forced Repentance, Elusive Nature. Prone and immunity to combat maneuvers for 1 round per caster level. Deadly Beauty, definitely. Okay. Confusion, yeah. Chaotic Healing, yeah, that's useful. Moral Support. While under this spell, the Azada and all their allies in 30 feet get a bonus on skill checks and critical confirmation rolls equal to... Okay, yeah, that's... Yeah, no, that's fucking amazing. Making Cowrin crit more. Okay. That's all you had to tell me. Mind Fog into Hold Monster. You know what? That's still a fun combo to even try and pull off. It's going to cost me everything, but it is a... Well, if it lands, we've pretty much won. Friendly Hug. Sadly, it also uses the same level as Friendly Hug, where it removes all negative levels. Constricting Coils. Coils and takes damage. Yeah, that's still pretty nice. Winds of the Fall. Creates a 30-foot cone of leaves that deal 1d10 slashing damage. So, right now, 8d10 slashing damage to all creatures in the cone. And they become intoxicated whenever... Creature under this effect makes a roll. It chooses twice and... Okay, gets disadvantage, basically. Songs of Steel. +2 on... Okay, so 1 round to level. You see how... Oh, wow. So Song of Steel is just... Damn. It's just a... Well, we're off to war. The Rainbow Starfall spell. Call Lightning Storm, except the Azad invokes a Rainbow Starfall. Every star deals 1d6. Okay. It's a... Okay. Creates potential damage. Oh, so it just maximizes what damage you're going to do. Okay. Sure. Protection of Nature. Man on effects. Zada and their commanders 50% miss chance. Immune to cold damage. Yeah, that's really damn good. Yeah, all the Azada stuff is ridiculously good. Of course, maxing out any frigging of these rolls is amazing. I'm never going to use Overwhelming Presence. Joy of Life. Holy damage for 1 round per 2 caster levels. The spell restores all companion slots up to 5th level. However, it doesn't affect the Azada's Mythic Spellbook. Yeah, no surprise. And then... Blessing of Luck and Resolve Mass. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there we go. There my bar's a little cleaner. But yeah, Spellbook. Yep, just making sure. Let's see. Social. Good. Woljif, good. Oh. If I still had a really good use for it, yeah. If I was more focused on enchantment, yes. Because a good enchantment build does wonders with what sleep can do. Especially when you have bypassing. Yeah, what you can bypass with it, it's really good, honestly. Alright. Alright.
No mistakes.
So, with all this, our shopping pretty much done. Only thing really left is first, we're actually going to go... Okay, equipment is the next big thing. Let's look. Okay, so half of the pair is there. Flowing half plate. Like I said, I'm pretty much happy. Why do I... Okay, so just is there a piece of my equipment giving me character? Heroism. Huh. So what am I wearing that's giving me the constant heroism spell? Alright. Okay. Okay. So... Alright. Like, I could lose the strength bonus and give that to... Yeah. Oh, right. No, I didn't because Clutch of Corruption gives a better one. That's why I didn't put it on you. Cloak of Resistance +3. Alright. Sure. Nah, the +3 resistance is just better. Amulet, Mighty Fists, yep. Bart, Elder Beast, yep. Okay. So good there. Ivu's level 30. Gods. Okay. Let's see. Social. Half play the Vigor. Belt of Giant Strength. Windfall. Physical Might. Strength and Constitution. Right. Half play the Vigor, but that's fine because we can always throw on. Beacon of Carnage. Breastplate DR2. And increases by 1 for each enemy in melee range of the rare, but no fire higher than 5. That's fine. Yeah, no. Then, I can take the Alchemist shirt. Belt of Charging? No, that's going on Calrin, if anyone. She's got Strength and Dex. But Thunderous Charging is +6 to Strength. Which does... Okay. Which drops her down a point of AC. But... magnifies the wearer's momentum, granting a +2 bonus on Bull Rush and Overrun and maneuvers. Okay. Oh, in addition, whenever the wearer of this belt charges at an enemy, the enemy suffers -2 penalty to AC against ranged attacks for 4 rounds. So, yeah, that helps, and then she does more damage based on her athletics. Okay. And then whenever below 50, each damage against the wearer is the chance to reflect damage. Spell Nullify, Heavy Armor. I'm a little tempted to give her the Mithril. +4. Because that's what? 32. Yeah, that's up to 33 again, but if I went back to the physical flow, strength and dexterity, that put her up to 34. Plus, this just looks really goddamn badass. Fearless Vanguard. Helmet of Weakening Torture. Whenever the Wellman lands a hit with a melee weapon, the target must pass a fortitude save. Oh! Oh, never mind. Weakening Torture. We found her new helmet. Whenever she lands a hit with a melee weapon, the target must pass a fortitude saving throw or suffer bleed damage equal to her strength. A modifier for 1d4 rounds. So basically she's inflicting 6 bleed every round. This bleed doesn't stack with itself, but stacks with other bleed effects. That's actually pretty damn good. It's 2 points difference, but that spell nullify is really damn good. Yeah, the gloves of dueling, yeah. Didn't find any gloves I particularly wanted to take. Thunderous charging is nice. But it's mostly for overrun. Bull rush and overrun, more so than just a straight up charge. So that's where it's kind of like, eh. Yeah, no. I think I want to keep her with the spell resistance and just, yeah, that works. And yeah, now the question is, we have a second scythe. It's a +5. It's keen, so it works out the same, but the only thing that sucks is keen is kind of wasted. Because it doesn't, same effect as what her natural skill with it is. So it doesn't double out with it. Much as I feel it should, it doesn't. Now the difference is the question of, which is more useful? +4 bonus to confirming critical hits, which is basically giving her a chance for more crits, or have it less likely, well, have it a little less likely, but then when she does confirm, she deals 4d6 force damage to all enemies in a 15-foot cone. So basically, area potential damage or a single, more likely to crit. I'm sorry, Deadly Toll I think wins out. That confirmation to crit is too good. Yeah. So yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. Anything else? She can't be flanked anymore. Ring of Protection's +4. Imminent Demise, whenever there makes an attack of opportunity, must pass a DC or get knocked down. That's why people fall over when they run past her. Grants +2 competence bonus on attack and damage rolls with two-handed weapons. Yeah, it's perfect for her. So no, I think everything else... Yeah, no, that charge belt's nice, but it's not necessary. I'm pretty good. Camellia, we don't have a better rapier for you yet. Shield, buckler, no. Conman's ring, yeah, it just makes it ridiculous for her. The Cape of Morda, yeah, we're almost there to its 6th awakening, making it damn ridiculous. It's still just good. Oh, right. This allows the goggle... Yes, Pure Sight. Allows her to take a 20 on her Dispel Magic attempts. So if there's somebody we need to fuck over the magic on, she has at least one shot of doing it. Inspired Wisdom. Yeah, no, that's still really good for her. Chainmail of Spiteful Barbs. Yeah, no, that's still too damn good for her. Robo-Transmutation, yeah. Constitution. Oppressor's gloves. And yeah, spirit weapon enchantment. That's just, yep. So yeah, she's good. Arushale. Feral charge. Ring of protection +3. Anything I can give her? Ring of evasion is arguably might be better. Because things like cold a cone, and she has a decent reflex save. Yeah, she has a really good reflex save. So, you know what? For the sake of stuff like cone of cold and big firestorms, yeah, I think that might be worth it for her. Merciless shot. I mean, it just is better. Cloak of resistance 5. Headband of rigorous training. Amulet of quick draw. Yeah. Yeah, dragonfly's fine. Silver robe. Yep. Belt of physical form. Yeah. It could be argued to give her the belt of bloodlust. Yeah, I think that'll go. Surefire gloves. Yep. And oh god, do I give her the battle herald? So she's constantly getting even more. Yeah, she's got 35 to hit. You know what? Yeah. She gets 6 attacks a round and a full attack, and that is with 35. You know what? I'm gonna live with that. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. And if you're close up, oof, mwah, fucking love it. Yeah, no, I love that. Okay, we're taking that. And she does have 2 midnight bolts in worst case scenario. So yeah. Darren. Alright. Enchantment spells. Yeah. Lesser okay, I do have to need to grab one of the actual phylacteries. Cloak of the Ancient Herald. Yeah. Ring of the Procrastinator, so he gets a bunch of defenses for being slower. Axiomites, yeah. Clear Purpose. Healing spells without provoking attacks of opportunity. Hell, you can even stand... If you get knocked down, you even can stand up without provoking attacks of opportunity. Basically, Darren is the reason we can just sit in the back and just have him run through and heal everybody. Yeah, I can live with that. And Mystic Grace, yep. Yep, no. Yeah, Darren's fine. Greybore. Alright. The triple fin helmet gives him a headbutt, so that's never going away. Whenever the... Oh. You know what? Whenever the wearer of this cloak lands a killing blow, they are affected by invisibility greater spell. Yeah. So our little dwarf just keeps going invisible. Ring protection. Yeah, we're good. Elemental Protector might not be the worst. Abrupt Onslaught. Yeah, we need some better weapons for him. Natural Armor. I can at least give him the +5, so that puts him up to 30. Seasoned Assassin's Armor, yeah. Happy Traveler Shirt, so... Yeah, so he goes invisible if he moves more than 50 feet. Yeah. Yeah. Strength, Dex, Comp, Physical Perfection. Yeah, I don't... Thunderous Charging, there's an argument for it, but... Gloves of Dueling, Boots of Elvenkind. Yeah. So sadly, the only other thing... Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, that's about all he can get. Sela, her radiant sword. Let's see. Full plate +3. We'll give her the mithril full plate at least. Then... Gods. Okay. Let's just get to Ember, because Ember is one of those... Corset of Dire Witchcraft increases her Hex DCs by 1, 2, 3. Unholy Fire additional. Twisted Temptation. Yeah. And we can give her the fluffy boots. Cloak of Resistance, at least give her a +3. Huh. Then Red Salamander and Stormlord to give her a wider type of spells. Yeah. Okay. Alluring Charisma. Yeah, no, that's still good. Alright, Woljif, I do have a couple of daggers for you. So, Retriever's Claw. We have Lethal Conductor. Gloves of Arcane Eradication. Trap Springers? Nope, that goes with the Wandering Conman. Alright. Because the problem is, it's a question of, do I want to focus on fire damage, or do I want to focus on her hexes? Because Robo-Fire, saving throw DC is increased by 2. And, yeah, there... Hey, David. And, yeah, I love this game. Alcott is a fantastic developer. As far as it goes, yeah, we at least give that. We'll give the Edge of Force, yeah. Any other gloves? Yeah, Wandering Conman. Yeah. And... Camellia. Persuasion. Aid to Intimidate. Yeah, because she can't use it because she has Conman's Ring. Okay. To range touch attack rolls and +5 on UMD checks. Doesn't really do anything for her. The Oppressor Gloves are at least better. Oh well. Okay.
Time's not waiting.
Long and short of it, I think we're pretty much set up. So, for now, let's start emptying our pack a bit. So yeah, I've decided Annihilator, the Bardich. That's a gnome hooked hammer, so I can't really use it. Heavy pick is nice, but no. The glaives, the crossbows. Hope Crusher. Life Giver is nice, but it's only really useful against undead. Speed Corrosive Short Spear. I feel sad not to give this to someone. Vibrant Dissolver. That's a tower shield. Okay, that's why this is... Okay. And this shield can... Oh, right. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to stash that. +5 Spiked Shield. This attacks and damage made but once per day. Should assign Light or Dark Aura for the shield. All enemies in 30 foot or Fairy Fire effect. Oh god, our Dark Aura. Have penalty to initiative. Yeah. Especially since I'm chaotic neutral, this is tempting. So I get both. The Breastplate, Eternal Ballad, I don't have anyone to make use of. Greater Resistance, Mantle of Night. Okay. Then the weaker belts. Okay. Windfall, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can sell the kinetic diadem, the weaker fist, natural armors. Menace of Death I'll keep for sentimentality, Voice of the Faceless. Okay. And honestly, the Eldritch armors, eh. Okay. Now the other thing I have is a book of +2 to dexterity.
Ready for anything.
Okay.
I am prepared.
So next thing we're going to do is head back to the Citadel and sleep. Okay. The Undying Love of the Hopebringer. Oh. Oh yeah, it's easy to start hoarding in this game. Okay.
No mistakes.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take that and usable items. It's in abilities then. It'll be dark. Okay, here we go. Yeah, all my shield abilities. Because I'm chaotic neutral. Yeah, I have done plenty of evil things and plenty of good things. But at the end of the day, I'm chaotic neutral. I get access to a whole shitload with this shield, so let's see. Dark Aura. Light Aura. I can only get one a day, but these are all potentially devastating abilities. Okay. So, this ability deals 20 damage to all his companions, and they get chosen of the dark... to all his companions, they get chosen of the Dark Nova effect, while all enemies in 30-foot range get prey of the Chosen. Under the Chosen, Dark Nova companions get +5 bonus damage to the prey. This ability deals damage to the wearer equal to 25% of her HP and heals everyone by 40 HP and deals 20 damage to all enemies in the 30-foot range. Now, what's more useful? The Light and Dark Aura. Light Aura. All enemies in 30-foot range are under Fairy Fire, and all companions gain +2 Insight bonus to saving throws and skill checks whenever the enemy lands a critical hit against the wearer or companion. The enemy must pass a Fortitude save or be blinded, as slowed per slow spell for 1d4 rounds. Additionally, any healing applied to the shield bearer will also heal all party members for 1d6 plus the shield bearer's level. Dark Aura. All enemies in a 30-foot range have a -2 penalty to initiative. All companions gain +2 profane bonus to attack of opportunities and critical hit confirmation. And that stacks. Whenever a companion lands a critical hit against an enemy, the enemy must pass a will saving throw or be under sleeping effect for 1d3 rounds. All curses, poisons, diseases, and mind-affecting spells have their DCs increased by 2 for both enemies and companions. And because I'm neutral, I get all of this. Normally you would get one or the other. Alright. No, it doesn't break the game, it just gives me access to certain things. But there are plenty of lawful weapons that I can't use. Not that I care, because my main character is a kinetic knight. 90% of what most people would use it for, I could care less. Lawful stuff I can't use. Okay, so for now, throw a bunch of this stuff in the chest. In case I decide to come back for it. I may not. Alright. So, let's rest. We've been walking around town. Alright. What do we want to eat tonight? I am out of the roots for screaming omelets. Acorn pie. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go Demon Slayer. By the way, yes, my strongest chef is Cowrin, my mate, at 30 at plus 30. So we have a very good chance. So let's get some rest.
Am I imagining things? Or did I see a vicious gleam in your eyes? Where did that come from?
You're mistaken. How could a young lady who has spent her life cloistered and wanting for nothing have even an ounce of viciousness in her?
Camellia, we've been together a long time. Everyone has heard your battle cries at this point. Everyone knows. Everyone knows you're a vicious woman. You're a noble. You're a vicious woman. We all know this. We all accept you for this. You don't need to keep playing coy, woman. All right. All right. So we got some rest. Everyone should be all statted up. Now you may ask, so what's our first step?
Time's not waiting.
Well, we've gone through all of Dresden, but we haven't gone to our court yet. Let's go there and get everyone all cleaned and go say hi. There's obviously something going on. Could be cannibalism, we don't know. Well, only time will tell. For now... Alright. Yep, we'll stick with our usual team. So yeah, originally I would keep Ember in my team to off-balance some of the viciousness. And, I mean, I can't get rid of the catty bitch squad that is Camellia and Darren. Greybor is just fun to have around, but I think I've swapped Ember for Greybor for more frontline damage. Arushale is just... love her. And Cowrin is our partner and mate who will never leave. So let's go up to the check-in with everyone on the island. Because part of being an Azada is you get your own private magical island. That floats. Literally, it's an island in the sky. Oh yeah. But then, this game also will still put you through your paces, even if you are using... If you're doing the hard modes, oh yeah, you need every advantage. Joyful excitement reigns over the island. The Free Crusaders are busy with 100 things at once. You hear songs, merry scuffling, bursts of laughter and toasts. Aranka dances in place, humming a cheerful song. She seems to be composing it as it goes along, weaving fragments she hears around her, and her song includes lines like, "Glory to the halflings," and "This venison stew is overcooked." Noticing you, she stops singing and cheerfully exclaims, "Commander, Ivu, you're back!" Your decisions allowed both you and the Free Crusaders to follow the path of goodness and freedom. Well now, where is everyone? Come quickly, gather round. I need to brag about how Reflumsor, Gian, and I punched all the nasty demons in their horned heads back to the abyss. Ivy sniffs the air. Ooh, look who's here! Dragonlings! The ones you helped hatch! You used the power of Elysium to awaken the eggs of the evil dragon, Devara. That's right. Though we didn't have a choice, and neither did Devara, because her children were being held hostage, Devara fought us, and we did kill her, but we managed to save her eggs. And the little dragonlings would end up coming here. And here I am. Remember me? Charming Minx, straight from the abyss. I promised I'd find you, and I did. The fox stretches her muscles, satisfied. Good to see you, Commander. How are you? Is anything left of the abyss? We might want to go there once to blow off some steam. Or twice. Oh, just look at Ivu. She's grown so big. Commander, what are you feeding her? Can we have some too? Or maybe we should feed it to Scranthal and his treants. Just imagine, gigantic walking trees. They could carry entire detachments into battle. Listen up, everyone. Reflum Sorgian and I and all sorts of our friends went into the abyss. It was very scary and gross, and everyone was super mean. They all wanted to lie to us, or trick us, or kill us and eat us. Some demons even kidnapped me, but Reflum Sorgian came and saved me. And then we defeated a whole bunch of nasty demons and came back. We are very brave heroes. But don't forget that brave heroes also love sweets. A joyful clamor answers Ivu's speech. Aranka claps her hands. What an interesting story, Ivu. I'm so glad you're back. How have things been going in my absence? I don't know if you've heard, but after you left, we were kicked out of Dresden. They said it was for our own good as well as the common good. It was hard for the Free Crusades to live among the unfree ones. Well, I don't know about our strict, well-trained paladin friends, but it definitely worked out best for us. We didn't have to look at their long faces anymore. In your absence, dear Commander, we mastered a new tactic. We regularly hold joint military exercises with our allies, the Halfling Warriors. They charge from hidden positions in the crowns of our quickwoods. We're learning to pretend to be in ordinary groves so we can trap unsuspecting demons. It was us, the mimics, who came up with the idea. We're true masters of tactics, but demons don't go in because they aren't suspicious, quite the opposite. They see a grove growing in the middle of the Worldwood, but how could that grove grow there? They fly over to investigate, and then we let them have it. Did anything unusual happen in my absence? The island experienced a few minor quakes, but nothing serious. We all felt a surge of power and thought it must have had something to do with you. Ilks and I conferred and decided it must have a special connection to you, much like Ivu. She grows with your power, and the island has changes because of it. Has anyone seen early sunset here recently? Yes, he briefly stopped by. He said he needed to find you and then come back after you returned. What an odd creature he is. He surely is. I wonder what he's up to, what he is and what he's up to. I bet my tail will meet him again. Wait, no, I don't want to lose my little tail. It's not that little anymore, kid. I was happy to see all of you. Now I must go. Reflum Sorgium, wait. Aranka slaps herself in the forehead. I was so excited to see your return from the abyss that I forgot to tell you something important. We recently had a dream, a prophetic one to be sure. In that dream, our island learned to fly. Not just hover or float, but true flight. It followed you like a dog on a leash. Not like a doggy, but like me, Ivu pouts. By the way, having your own little dragon is way better than having your own flying island. But having both an island and a dragon is even better, no? And it's very convenient if you ask me. Reflum Sorgian, you can always return to the island to rest and recover from the filth of the Worldwood, and you can fly behind and help if you need it. Here's the thing. I think you should listen carefully to yourself. Perhaps you can figure out how to steer the island. Just in case, I'll tell the sculptors to stop working on equestrian statues prancing along the edge. If the island starts to fly, they'll all fall off. So, yeah.
As it should be.
So, theoretically, we could have a mobile base following us. Hey, Matrice. Anything new for you? Goggle of the Ferocious Pack, no. Agile Hand Axe, no, that's... Okay, nope, that's... Nope, nothing new for her.
Mistakes.
Okay.
That is not far.
The Magical Transmuting Soil. Yep. Huh?
In due time.
I forgot that the kids are technically just cute, regular people models shrunk down. It's really, really
All
funny.
according to plan.
Because when you notice it and you're like, oh, it's just a regular person model just shrunk down. Hey, Charming Minx.
I'll go
Alright.
ahead.
Yeah. So, okay. But since we know that early sunset is
As it should be.
young woundworm, Dragonclear recognizes shows their teeth in friendly grins. Aww. So yeah, you may not be able to save Devara, but you can at least save her eggs. From bandits to demon fighters,
That's
not a
not
bad
bad.
story. And those are all mimics, yeah. I will always adore that. Yeah, any odd item you see that highlights white, that's one of the mimics just messing around with you. Alright. So yeah. And yeah.
All according
So,
to
we're
plan.
good. Alright, folks. So with that, let's head out. There's plenty places in the world we need to be. And a lot of asses that need kicking. We've secured Dresden once more. And plenty of places to check. Though, the Queen did fuck up leading our armies. But sadly, she fucked up leading our armies. She took everyone. So, unfortunately, folks, we gotta start from scratch. However, we do have access to a whole new group. The Hardened Veterans. 432 hit points per soldier. AC of 27 and 35 to 42 damage with using +4 battle axes. Alright. Luckily, our treasury, though, isn't too bad off. So, we have to start from scratch, but it's almost like it doesn't matter as much, as I've got some experienced generals I can use. Oh, I gotta wait a couple of days, because technically it's considered that they were both being unassigned, so I have to wait 3 days. Okay. So let's see. Rebuilding our army. Okay, definitely want the marksman. Let's see. Definitely want my rangers back. Yep, and this is where all that, like, people go, well, you've got so much money. No, I don't. Trust me, folks, I don't have that much money. It's gonna go quick when rebuilding an army. Houndmasters are amazing. Rangers. Yeah, finish up Rangers. Yep. Oh, right, I can't recruit until I get my general. Okay, so we gotta wait till we get a general so we can add more units. Alright. So yeah. And you'll see here, these places we were largely blocked off before, will now start to open up. And there we go. Ease. The main city of ancient Sarkoris, the place where the clan chiefs used to gather located near rich ore mines, Ease was famous for its artisan blacksmiths. Nowadays, the city balances on the edge of a cliff overhanging the rift, seemingly unable to decide whether to stay on Galarian or to collapse into the abyss. The funny part is, theoretically, we could go running off to there. We've conquered the fortress. We could head straight towards Ease. But is that a bright idea? No. Not in the slightest, not once. Thankfully, though, There is plenty more to see. Alright. But yeah, we actually could go running after her. I will always laugh at that. It's like, the only fortress to run after the queen was camp on the ferry, and we hit that already. But you'll see here, there are now also additional paths out further west. So, in addition, there's also the Murky Grotto to do the DLC area. But yeah. And remember, we do need to go to Canabras to check up on what Savalamek is doing. So it's up to you, at this point in the game, where you want to go and what you want to handle. It's not given a specific quest. Oh, Crusade business already? We haven't even left. Oh, right, I haven't put any decrees in place. My bad. Alright. So, alright. Inquisitor? Yeah, we already did that. The last branch of the branch of the last ash. Upon their return, the knights presented the commander with the branch of last ash. It's time to decide what kind of weapon it will be used. A heavy pick. I wasn't aware they were doing a remaster of the Heroes of Might. Really? They're doing a Heroes of Might and Magic remake. I hadn't actually heard that. Let's go the heavy pole pick. The two blades. A renowned artisan who forges enchanted weapons comes to the commander bearing two gifts. One blade is old and rusty, and the other radiates heavenly light and is incredibly sharp. The artisan is offering the choice of whichever fits her. Provides rusty or shining sword. Provides sword made by Nenio. So, this is a classic old story, test of character kind of thing. Guy drops his axe in, I believe the Japanese version is, guy drops axe into a lumberjack drops his axe into a pond. A spirit rises up, holding both an axe made of silver and an axe made of gold, asking which of these is, if he dropped these, if either one was the one he dropped. This is supposed to be a test of character where the person admits, no, neither of those are that. And so he's given both for being honest. This is the old idea of, well, which one? Of course, because the way this game is, this option is unavailable because you did not choose the path of the angel. We could give both swords to Nenio and get some blade from her. But, honestly, we have a sword. We already have a shining sword. Ours is made of lightning, and it's our kinetic blade that we use all the time. So we'll check the rusty one. There might be something hidden under it. The sword gleamed in the commander's hand, and the artisan admitted mournfully that the old thing had been blessed by the gods to oppose evil. His whole life the artisan had dreamed of forging a worthier sword, but he never came any closer to perfection. After handing the old blade over to the commander, he left in tears. Ooh, that'll be interesting to see. Because I mostly stream off my PS5 currently. Is it coming to consoles or is it just PC? Alright. Thanks to the power of the Wardstone residing in Dresden, the Demon Siege was much less bloody than it could have been. Enough soldiers survived in the Citadel to form a fighting detachment that is now awaiting the commander's orders. So those were the Zadas we have. The Galarian slaves rescued by the commander in Alshanar are infinitely grateful and ready to get even with the demons with weapons in hand. So more soldiers. Arushale wants to talk. An inconvenient hero. Some soldiers have won such glory on the battlefield that they are now worshipped by common warriors. A number of officers are concerned that the hero's popularity might shake the commander's authority. So suppress the cultum gets us more leadership. Encourage tales of heroism. Yeah, we lose leadership, but we get more morale. Or send the heroes to travel and attract new recruits. There it is. Yeah, no. We'll need more bodies and fresh bodies to save the queen. The heroes set out on their journey. The soldiers can do more good by visiting other nations, telling stories of their deeds, and bringing glory to the crusade. Yeah, there's no... Make use of it. Alright. Defenders of freedom. Strengthening diplomatic. Development of art of war. Okay. Studying the unusual crystal. The crystal that came upon... Okay. Royal parade and distributing provisions. Royal conscription. Okay. So we need to do development of the art of war. And strengthening diplomatic, because these take one day and these need to be just handled. And... Okay. Studying the unusual crystal. Okay. Might as well. And... Yeah. Let's do first the conscription. Okay. Alright. Okay. And the Rochelet wants to talk. So then... Yeah. Okay, so... Yeah, we'll advance it... Yeah, we'll advance it one day and then talk to a Rochelet. Okay. Oh, game saving. Okay. Alright. Diplomatic Council meets. War Council meets. Enchanting the last branch. Royal Parade. Yeah, let's go with the Royal Parade to get that going. Okay. Alright, Rochelet. Let's talk. Alright. Now everything's back to normal. We're starting to build up the army. We're starting to get everyone back together and start to be able to man and build our fortress once again. God, she took so many of my rangers. Alright. Lady Konomi doesn't look nearly as confident or as bold before. Commander, what a blessing it is to have you back. Mendev is in need of your help. There's been a revolt in Nerosian. The disgruntled nobles are completely out of control. They've proclaimed the Royal Council dissolved and arrested several of its members. Many of the politicians were accused of collaborating with demons. Some were executed. Others were torn apart by the crowd. The first treasure has fled. There's fighting in the streets between the mercenaries hired by the aristocrats and the guard, who is loyal to the Royal Council. Dresden has received letters from the insurgents as well as from the loyal servants of the crown, requesting your support. But both the Royal Council and I still have faith you will elect to defend legitimate authority. This faith is not misplaced, is it? Lady Konomi regards you with a devotion you've never seen in her before. If the powerful have gone mad and are spilling blood in the streets, there is only one force that can stop them, the Church. We'll appeal to the clerics to intervene in this conflict. Their voices will be heard. Why would we bother saving the Royal Council so it can keep pushing us around? I propose we publicly support the nobles. If a few esteemed elders were to depart from the council, it wouldn't be a terrible loss for the nation. The politicians have neglected their duty, but maybe the soldiers won't. There's got to be some honest generals left in Mendev. We'll ask them to bring their troops to the capital to put an end to the unrest. I know this thiefling Zarsi. She's from the River Kingdoms, aka where the game before this took place, Kingmaker. She was saying something about a young state over the stolen lands that managed to cobble together a proper, cohesive nation from a bunch of riffraff. Pretty slick, considering how tricky it was to make them not hate each other's guts. Want to invite them to help us patch things up? So Nerosian first demanded, but is now asking? The situation in the capital must be really grim. You're absolutely right, Commander. I admit the Royal Council hadn't shown you proper respect and amicability. I myself brought this to their attention on numerous occasions. Lady Konomi's posture is full of repentance. But trust me when I say that none of them wished you ill, and they all shared the unshakable belief that you were the savior of our nation. uh, the first up against the wall when the revolution comes, huh? Why is there rioting in Nerosian exactly? Without Her Majesty's steady hands, the capital's fallen into decay. Some are settling old scores, others have discovered new opportunities. Mendev is accustomed to following highly respected leader. The only one who can protect the throne from greedy hands is you, Commander. Lady Konomi gives you a deep bow, exuding remorse and obedience. What's the situation in the capital, exactly? The Royal Council, Her Majesty's most trusted civil servants and public officials, have long been in conflict with many powerful Mendevian aristocrats. The former had connections and influence, and the latter had their family names, riches, and personal armies comprised of mercenaries, sworn knights, and commoners. For many years, their strife was latent and civilized, coercion, bribery, intrigue. But the nobility spotted an opportune moment. They decided to overthrow the clique of dignitaries that had usurped royal power. That is what they called the Council. A series of arrests ensued, but the Royal Council found its own supporters and retaliated. Currently, numerous aristocrats are assembling their forces in the capital. The Supreme Court building now serves as the base of operations for the new Royal Council formed by leaders of the nobility. The old Royal Council is holding Her Majesty's castle, the treasury, and the guard headquarters. Every so often, skirmishes break out in the streets. Many civil servants have left their workplaces, and the townspeople are fleeing the city. The capital's paralyzed. As ever, I would like to hear the Council's opinions on this. Of course, but I do implore you, do not delay. Every minute counts. Socio, what exactly can the Church do in a situation like this where it's basically open civil war? Becoming a living wall between opposing sides. Call for mercy if necessary. Warn them about heaven's wrath. People sometimes forget their conscience, and that's what clerics are for. In the end, they will remind people that we're in the middle of a holy war. And who do you think called the shots in the Royal Council before my good Sir Cleric? Its leaders, the Paladin and Inquisitor, in other words, the pious people, just like the ones you want to ask for help. Darren, why should we support the nobility? They will form a new royal council. It's certainly possible they'll end up being exactly the same, hypocrites, bores, and schemers. But firstly, it will be a new, refreshing set of hypocrites, bores, and schemers. And secondly, they will remember who it was who helped them rise to power, and won't demand at every turn we kiss their banner. So we're just going to support the insurgents, and bring even more havoc to Mendev. I get the feeling the next parade in our honor should be held by the demons. We're doing all the work for them. You are mistaken if you think those nobles will be better than the Royal Council. They at least knew the boundaries that had been set by the Queen. But a band of nobles who seize supreme power will believe that they are entitled to anything. I know I'm going to regret this one. Lan, can we count on the military leaders to help us? A bureaucrat's oath is a little different from a soldier's oath. If the politicians have betrayed Mendev, its last hope is the army. Let the troops march into Nerosian and bring order back to the streets. That'll cool everyone's heads. This is a dangerous situation. The military doesn't like to surrender what they've captured. Such is the mindset of a soldier. We run the risk of establishing a military dictatorship in Mendev. Lady Konomi snarls with discontent. Give power to the belligerents? They'll order the nation around like a company of recruits on the parade deck. Years of careful diplomatic work will go to waste. No, soldiers are inflexible. They cannot handle such delicate matters. Oh no, they can. They just handle it with the delicacy of a caveman with a rock. Well, Jiff, what was that about River Kingdoms? Okay. So Sarsi, a friend of mine, was telling me about this kingdom in the Stolen Lands, how it was made. For centuries, all kinds of rabble and outcasts were gathered there, and then this new leader appeared, and the whole mishmash became a solid nation. Please go play Pathfinder Kingmaker for further reference. So it got me thinking, if they're so damn good at making different sorts see eye to eye, maybe we could put them to use here. It might butter up some folks and give others a scare, but whatever, it'll chill the hotheads, eh? Anyone who calls on foreigners to solve their country's problems is just asking for an intervention. We have no right to show Mendev's weakness to other nations. And Lady Konomi, do you really expect me to support the Royal Council? Commander, neither they nor I were ever your enemies. We were doing our duty, although we may have been unwise and presumptuous on occasion, but I assure you all mistakes have been addressed. But by being generous, you will only demonstrate how wrong the capital was about you and teach them a lesson. Wow, that's some small-time thief chatting up right there, chatting up the judge stuff. Your Honor, I've seen the errors of my ways. I was wrong, but I learned my lesson. Please, be generous. Cut the crap. We've been around. We know what those promises are worth. Alright, so how does this go? We get a holy relic, if we call on the church. Robe grants +4 enhancement to charisma and wisdom. Jesus. And allows the wearer to cast angelic aspect greater as a 20... Jeez! Okay. Gift from nobility. Whenever the wearer of this cloak resistance +5 lands a killing blow, all enemies and 15 must pass a will become blinded. Gods, I forget how good the shit gets at the last chapter. Powerful relic armor. Overlord's chainmail. Grants the wearer +7 bonus on persuasion to intimidate, so... Fantastic if you have like a warrior that's dedicated to scaring the shit out of people. Gift from a young kingdom. Masterpiece artisan from a distant land. Of course they would give us this. Oh my god. This is an item you can find in the first Pathfinder game. If you do the right decisions, you can get this. Elixir of inconceivable transmutations of body and soul and also mind. Whoever drinks this elixir will permanently gain +2 inherent bonus to all ability scores. I just had to let that sit and sink in for a minute for people. Anyone who's watching this just kind of probably blinked a couple of times realizing what that is. Alright. If we sell them... The Goggles of Quick Grasp. These goggles grant the wearer +15 competence bonus on persuasion as well as lore and knowledge skill checks. Okay, if Calrin wasn't... If I didn't value Calrin being immune to flanking attacks more, this would be disgustingly good. Declaring independence. All generals gain +7 power, adds 100,000 finance points, 10,000 material points, and 4,000 energy. This decree can only be... So yeah, because there's a couple options. We could go with Socio. The Gift of Nobility, Dayrens. We get an item from one of the ruling powers, or we can declare independence. Nerosian's concerns are no longer mine. Get out of my fortress, Lady Konomi. Do we cut them off? Do we name ourselves? That's tempting. To just go, this is not my problem, I'm done. Ooh. And then there's the potion of just +2 across the board. Oh. What is... uh... Do we go for a military solution? The church? Yeah, Darren. Oh, that's so... This is actually hard to decide. Because declaring independence is tempting. Valuable relic from the treasury. Calling in the river kingdoms to help out. I mean, no matter what, I'm going to piss off Lady Konomi because there's no way I side with the Royal Council. And I don't want to side, and to be honest, I don't want to side with the... You know what? You know what? Gulfrey? I have to look at it and be honest here. Gulfrey made her kingdom, and she was too willing to compromise. She had control and power, but the minute she's gone, everyone starts fighting each other, meaning the only thing that kept everything holding together was her. So you know what? The weakness is already revealed. Konomi may hate me for it, but if I'm honest, I'm not supporting either side. Woljif, send letters to the river kingdoms. Mendev needs their help. If it's clear that people have lost their minds and the bickering of powers need to be, you know what? I'm going to stir the pot. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll drop a line to Zarcy so she doesn't get us some random nobody. She should find, the best advisors there. Maybe, a counselor? Sounds neat, huh? A foreign counselor's arrived in the capital to give everyone a responsible, good whooping. And if they troll or something? What if they're a troll or something? The River Kingdoms is one wacky place, you know? I apologize once more for all the misunderstandings we've had in the past, Commander. I thank you and I won't take any more time. As soon as the situation in Nerosian changes, I will immediately convene the Diplomat Council to give you a full report. Commander, glad to see you back at the head of the Military Council. A decision is required of you more urgently than ever. Here's my situation. We don't have an army. In the strictest sense, the enemy is putting up much more of a fight than previously. Judging by the reports, the demons are relying less and less on armies of their mortal servants and more on the power of simple blades and more on the magic and dark sorceries. We must respond in kind by bolstering our forces with expert spellcasters. I'm prepared to send an order to Canabras at once requesting the necessary reinforcements. I propose we support our army with bardic magic. Bards learn all kinds of spells in their travels, and their songs can inspire our warriors to give them the strength to fight. These demons know their vile magics, but I know something stronger than that. The power of the gods. We need some war priests in our army. Their spells will chase away the darkness and heal the wounded. If you're in need of mages versed in the art of killing, you should contact Daggermark Poisoners Guild. Their alchemists are second to none when it comes to making deadly poisons, or utilizing them in battle. And sorcery's a foul business. Let the Oglins cast their evil spells. That's no reason for us to welcome sorcerers with open arms. We'd be better off calling upon the druids. They know how to fight against fey illusions, Oglin magic, and all other vile things. We've been able to manage with what magic we've had just fine so far. The enemy never stands still. The more serious the threat we become for them, the more substantial will be the forces they throw at us. Gone are the days when the Abyss would casually send hosts of mindless cultists and lower demons. Now we're up against more cunning and skilled opponents who can incinerate dozens of soldiers with a single spell. We must respond to this with magic of our own, or we will lose. Are you sure Canabras is going to send us troops? Oh, without a doubt. Canabras is much safer than we are at the moment, and I'm convinced that the Warden can provide some forces to support us. All of Mendev knows that right now, Dresden is the dam holding back the river of demonic corruption that would otherwise be flooding the south. The kingdom is in the process of mobilization, and Queen Galfrey's march on ease has encouraged many who previously shirked military service to join the ranks of the army. I know this is a bad time, but I'm kind of curious. Why didn't you leave with Galfrey, Captain? Captain Odan grows pale, but his voice sounds cold and steady. I did put in a request for a transfer to the front lines. Unfortunately, it was refused. Command determined that, due to psychological trauma I suffered during my years of service on the border, I am no longer fit for battlefield command. As much as it stings to admit it, they may be right. It's been a long time since I smelled burning flesh and heard the screams of battle, and I can't guarantee that, when I do, I'll be able to maintain my composure. That I won't fail soldiers who will be depending on me. However, we can still serve them by staying where I am. Right. Well, I appreciate your time, and thank you for staying. Thank you for still being committed, above anything else. I want to hear the opinions of all of my advisors now. Sela, are the war priests battle ready? Of course. There are plenty of brave and honest people among them, and serving the gods of light make it their duty to resist evil. Many war priests made a conscious choice to forego a life of peace because their ideals wouldn't let them stand idly by. They have studied military craft, and their blessings and healing spells have saved many a soldier's life. I hate the idea of risking the lives of the God's servants. If they perish, their celestial patrons may resent it and turn their backs on us. Greybor, you mentioned a Poisoners Guild. Yeah, they're a creepy bunch, I imagine. Imagine, if you will, an alchemist and an accomplished scientist who can take your breakfast and make a bomb or a poison that could kill a basilisk out of it. And now imagine that this same alchemist doesn't mind personally shoving this poison into the basilisk's mouth. That's a pretty good description of your average member of the Daggermark Poisoners Guild. It's true, their blades are coated with magical poisons are not as dramatic as calling down lightning from the skies, but they are just as effective and far less conspicuous. You underestimate the magic of dark magic, Greybor. A poison dagger can't send every scoundrel in the world to Pharasma. Right. Captain Odan, how can bards help us? It's become a fine tradition among Mendevian warriors to go into battle accompanied by songs of daring bards who glorify heroic deeds and strengthen the hand that smites demons. The ballads will inspire our soldiers, and their spells can be useful in the most unexpected situations. Right. Ulbrig, how will druids help us? I told you about the Verdurlian forest, didn't I? It was a brutal little spot. The folk there have to fight for the right to live every single day. They have to tear it from the claws of evil fae, walking plants, huge spiders, and all kinds of oglins. The druids there really know their stuff when it comes to fighting otherworldly beasts, and their foul magic. You couldn't find better people to have on your side. I'm sorry, but experienced fighting fae isn't going to be much use against demons. Don't take this the wrong way, Ulbrig, but Sarkora's had more druids than anywhere else, and they still didn't manage to save it. Everything's clear. So, War Priests. They are 179 hit points, 26 power. What's their spells? Cure moderate wounds, Dispel an Aura of Courage. That's really damn good. And it's fear for 1 round at the start of each round. Wow. War Priests are nice. Assassins. 158 hit points, 2 daggers. Do 47 to 50 damage apiece. Fuck. That's just really good overall. Of course, small, relatively easy, and relatively weak comparison-wise. Still an AC of 20, yeah. Druids, let's see. 189 hit points, AC 23. No great melee damage. What's their Cure moderate wounds and bark skin? I mean, the bark skin's nice for trying to get some of our frontliners to survive, but that's about it. And then bards, 158, AC 19. Not great damage, but okay. Aura of superiority. All allies within 2 squares gain +2 bonus to all ability scores. Onslaught, extra attack. Aura of protection. And Aura of caution. So you get to pick one and they just kind of hold it. And honestly, the War Priest seemed like the best choice in this case. Yeah, let's get the War Priests out. Excellent! Our fighters will need their spells, but the words of solace and support will be just as important too. To reach a soldier's heart, you need to eat from the same pot and wear the same boots. I'll send a letter to Canabras immediately, requesting a group of spellcasters be sent to our aid. I'm certain they'll arrive soon, Commander. Alright. So, that's the business end of this everything taken care of. Now back to the streets, and let's go talk with Arushale. After having gotten out of the abyss, I'm sure she had a lot on her mind, and it feels like she's finally ready to open up to us.
I know what to do.
Let's see. What do you folks think? With any luck, it'll be... Well, we'll see how she's been processing everything. That's weird. Alright, maybe I have to Alright. Well, we're closest to the exit. So let's see. Alright. Alright. But yeah, folks, we are having quite the, things have been quite amusing, and getting the army back together. Let's see. Can I assign general yet? Yep. Oh. Nope, one more day. Okay. Richelieu wants to talk. All right. Maybe it was one of those cases where it got stuck due to maybe it got caught up because we had the other missions, the other talks with everything else. All right. Yeah, maybe it got caught up because we did the other, council meetings. Oh, don't do this to me, game. Because it did the same thing before where a quest didn't trigger. Yeah. Great. Did something glitch? I think something glitched. Oh, well. Maybe if we leave, come back, and do something else, it'll load up.
Focus on the goal.
Because it did the same thing for a quest for Social, so I'm hoping this isn't just glitched. Oh, well. Let's get out of here. Alright. So the question is, what do we go after first? Yeah. Right. There was a Oh, right. There was a problem in Chili Creek, too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's head to Chili Creek. Okay. Let's... Yeah, I just have to wait until... Okay. So yeah, let's head to Chili Creek because that's... Okay. 2 days. Alright, someone's on the road. Alright. Let's see it. Alright.
I'll go ahead.
Slowly, barely moving, a formless figure shuffles towards you. When it finally draws near, you realize it's Chief So. But the state of him! The wound has desiccated him, drained him of his last vestiges of strength. His clothes are caked in blood, his eyes glazed and rolling in his head, and black saliva trickles from his limply gasping mouth. So, what are you doing here? Commander, to Dresden. I'm going to Dresden. Nich to rescue. We're going back. You need help immediately. Thank you. So coughs violently. Commander, the commander. Need to get to Dresden. There. We'll talk there. All right. So yeah. Yep. There we go. Plenty of people need our help, and it's gonna be hard. But we'll do what we can. All right. All right. Let's get him back. All right. Alright. Chief Soul, yeah. Soul is looking better. His wounds have been bandaged, and his gaze is more lucid. Yet he's still not the peaceful old man you left in Dresden. His haggard, pale face bears the mark of emaciation and death. Commander, Spock, so am I. I can't believe it. Land chuckles. You must have been charmed or something. I bet Savlamek thinks you must have died long ago, but here you are, wheezing away. Come on then, tell us. We need to hurry. How are you feeling? Soul looks at his shaking hands. I'm done. Done, Commander. My service is over. He said his poison makes us stronger, but my body can't take it. My time is short. If only I could know that my tribe will return, and I could lie down and die in peace. Do you remember what happened to the mongrels while I was gone? Soul lets out a wheezing, heavy sigh. At first, nothing unusual. We were just living our lives. And then the whole tribe got stricken with something. It was like a disease. Your arms ache, your legs ache. It tears you up from the inside. Nobody knew anything about it. And then one night, we all woke up. Soul thinks for a moment. Can't remember what came next. I just remember opening my eyes, and I'm walking out the gate. A guard stops me, and I say, Lady Anevia's orders. He doesn't believe me, and I just grab his hand and... Oh, I don't remember. I really don't. Soul shakes his head as if trying to drive away dark thoughts. Like a nightmare it was. I remember us walking a long way. I remember the white eyes of a demon. People screaming. It's sickening to remember. I can guess what's happening there. Savlamek performed his vile ritual again. Yes, he fed them human flesh, and when that wasn't enough for some, he would sting them with his poison. Soul shudders. Those who survived became something else. Do you remember where he was holed up? Yeah, yes. They were in the ruined Valley of Temples, he called them. He said something about a city hanging over a rift. An ancient city. The City of Ease. It's a funny coincidence that we need to go there anyway. Although it's not much of a surprise, really. The demons are either cowards or idiots. So that's probably why Savlamek is sticking close to Ease, so he can turn tail and run back to his friends if things get ugly. Why were you wandering alone in the world wound? Soul's face crumples as if I cried. I'm old, weak, good for nothing. Not even for being a demon slave. They poured blood down my throat, and still, I couldn't get the power all our tribesmen got. So the demon just said, Begone, Carrion. Let the wound kill you. You're on your last legs. All the shame. Useless, I am. No, you're not useless. Savlamek underestimated you, but you beat him. You survived, and you made your journey back. All I could ever wish for to be half as tough as you are, Soul. I'll bring your people back. Trust me. We will, Chief. I've sworn a duty to destroy Savlamek, no matter what it takes, and I keep my word. Maybe you can't. Maybe there's no bringing them back anymore. Whoever's poisoned is poisoned forever. But seeing them before I go, even that would be a blessing. Land chuckles big. Hey, now. The commander's already promised you that we'll get everyone back. Don't make her reconsider. And don't you go dying on us before we get back, you hear? The Valley of Temples revealed. Alright. So, we'll take one more pass at trying to see if a Rochelet will talk, or if that is just glitched. Maybe leaving the city, hitting this, and comes back. Maybe we'll do something. Alright, maybe I need to unlock some of her other stuff. Alright. Okay, we've already gone through that. Oh well. If it's glitched, it's glitched. It's unfortunate. It sucks. Alright. So, well, now we know where to go to help / save the mongrels, but how much can we really do for them? Well, either way, I think we'll take land with us, no doubt. So, yeah, we'll let Camellia take a rest, and we'll take land with us. Alright.
Time's not waiting.
Okay. Alright. Alright, alright. Okay. So, where is exactly? So, if Ease is down here, Bladesmith Workshop we know of, closed portal. Valley of Temples, okay, that's pretty far down. And then army-wise, what are we looking at in between us? Yeah, 10s, 11s, yeah, we're looking. So yeah, we got a while till we can build up an army big enough for that. So once again, we'll start heading towards Chili Creek. Okay. Alright. So let's see. Army units. Assign general. Another 14 hours till we can. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh, sure. Spotted enemies. How bad could it be, right? We're exhausted, fatigued. Everyone's exhausted. We were just about to rest. Let's see how bad this goes. Alright. Okay, well, I get a moment. Where's my fatigue? Yep. Okay. Everyone's feeling better? Now we go. Ferocious Shears. Alright. How bad we looking? Meat.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yeah, because
I will resist.
regular succubus. 8 hit dice.
Ready for anything.
Moving on. I'm going to leave it. I don't even need those. They'll clutter up my bag. They're not worth it. I forgot. Random encounters are actually dictated by the area you're in. So, the way to Canabras and far away. Oh my god. Nothing but meat. Anyway. Yeah, continue on. Nah, before we go in, now we'll formally rest. Oh, some more crusade business to take care of. The advisors who arrived from the Young Kingdom and the Stolen Lands lived up to their reputation. They stopped the bloodshed and the roasting and gathered all parties at the negotiating table. A messenger has arrived in Dresden, bringing a personal gift for the commander, for the leader of the Young... Yep. So yeah. Okay. So strengthening diplomatic, so that'll be... Okay. So... Oh! You know why we can't talk to her? Because we have royal conscription going. I just noticed. Arushale wants to talk. That's a leadership thing. So how much you... No, it should be able to still. Oh, well. Either way. Alright, on the upside... Alright, Crusade Management, Army, Assigned General. Furio, back out on the field. So, there's that. Okay. Merge units. Do I want the shield? Honestly, I'm going to dismiss. Yeah. I don't care for the shield bearers that much. Champions... They're a little too... Same with the champions, I'm actually going to dismiss. Yeah, I want more... Rangers, Azadas... Okay. Alright. So now let's work on getting this army properly equipped. Time to recruit. Right, we have war priests now. Okay. So yeah, definitely want more Rangers... War priests, might as well, because they're frontliners. Same with the wolves. And Helmmasters. Okay. And, ladies and gentlemen, hey, notice how much my army jumped up in value. Suddenly it's a Power 9 army. We struggled to get Power 9 in the first part of the game. Yeah, the stats of your army is just increased overall, so it's quicker to get to there. And nothing I want. Yeah, they've now introduced bards, rogues, yeah. Raiders, nah. Okay. We're good. So, we now have an army worth a damn. So, yeah, we'll be able to now start pushing into the Stone Wilds. Yeah. That may be the first place to go. Yeah, let's have the army start pushing into the Stone Wilds. Okay. Alright. In the meantime, yeah. Because that may be it, is I can't deal with her because I have... Alright, either way, we take a rest real quick. Yeah, I forgot. I utterly, completely forgot.
Out of curiosity, Greybor, how much do you charge for your services?
A lot. What if my prospective client washes my dishes at the campsite and budges up to give me a dry spot for my tent? I can offer a discount.
Hint, 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 hint. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. Wonder who Darren needs killed now. Oh, you know Darren's had people killed, so don't act like that's any surprise. By the way, folks, party teleportation, mass teleportation is now a spell we have. It takes 18 days to recover, but move army to point on global map that's unoccupied by enemies. The Power of Gold. All units in the army gain +1 bonus to attack for every 1,000 finance points the Crusader has in the treasury. Amplify Resistance. All units gain +5 plus Mythic rank divided by 2 bonus on all saving throws. Mark of Terror. All units in the enemy army receive -2 times Mythic rank penalty to morale. Replenish. Recover the target enemy general's energy for 10 times Mythic rank points. Yeah, we've got some really disgustingly good stuff now. Anyway, Chili Creek. We're rested, refreshed. Now let's save some people. The one perk of this being an RPG, time time doesn't actually pass until we're there. It's the nice being the center of the universe, isn't it? Like, there's no timer, there isn't like a limited. As far as I'm aware, there's no timer on this stuff.
Focus on the goal.
Ah. Oh, right, everyone's got. God, the list of stupid effects I have. Life bonding friendship. Everyone has outflank. So, whenever we're flanking people, +4 to your attack rolls.
I know
God.
what to do.
Yeah. Let's see. Speaking of formation, I just need to move you up. Then Darren back. And Arushale, you can take... take second. Okay, now we're good. Everyone in formation?
As
Perfect.
it should be.
Alright. Elk. Uh-oh. Commander! The cleric is lying on the riverbank. The sand is soaked with his blood. Save Melissa. You need help. No, it's too late for me. I can already hear Estel's hunting horn. My God is waiting for me. All I ask is that you save my wife. My journey through this world. The cleric can barely speak. He coughs up blood and continues weakly. My journey is over. What must I do to save Melissa? Markel took her to Pikefin. It's an isle in the middle of the river. You can see it from here. Indeed, if you look closely, you can see a small rocky isle, partially obscured by river mist. Something drove him insane. The evil that has controlled this village for all these years. It lives on the isle. Take one of the boats from the village and set her free. Farewell, Chernog. Rest in peace. Save her. The cleric's breath is shallow and ragged. His quivering lips go still. His eyes close, and he passes away to his god.
That is not far.
Yet another obstacle.
That's not good. Ancient Water Elemental. Hit 16 hit dice. Not the worst. Yeah, still a oh fuck kind of moment, but we should be alright. For now, Ivu. Yeah. Go ahead and go for your shots.
Time's not waiting. In due time.
Real quick. What? Oh, I still have it on slightly. Okay. Okay, there we go. No stat adjustment. It just occurred to me, I'm like, that seemed a little low for an ancient. Yeah, that's why. I still had it on slightly weaker. That wouldn't make a huge difference.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
But yeah, the town's covered in ancient water elementals. Something stirred them up. So yeah, their normal AC is 28.